Viper 13 real-time radar, sponsored by Morris Law Firm.
Welcome back at 11:15. The radar has been quiet for a majority of the day. The morning time, there was some showers and some heavier downpours that rolled through the area. But for our airports, there really wasn't a noticeable trace across the area. About 1/10 of an inch reported at North Myrtle Beach's airport, Florence, and Lumberton. So here's a look at our monthly totals to date now. North Myrtle Beach got most of the rain last week, over an inch. So we're at 1.5 for the month so far, but still less than an inch for Florence and for Lumberton. And we can see we are in the red. So we do need a little bit more rainfall across the area to have a normal October, but we do not have a soaking rain on the way for the next 7 days. So I think most of us are going to be pretty happy about that. The main headline, partly cloudy conditions for tonight. There is still going to be some cloud cover around for Sunday, but we are going to have much more breaks for tomorrow. We'll see the blue sky a little bit more often tomorrow in comparison to what we had today. And also it's going to be cooler and much less humid. So the dew points right now, most of us are still feeling the tackiness in the air with a dew point about 65 degrees, 60 in Florence, down to 59 in Camden, but we can already begin to see the change in the color. So the drier air is still a little bit back to our west. So we're going to be feeling the humidity as we go to bed tonight, but that blast of drier air is going to be around by the time we're up and moving for your Sunday morning. Dew points for 9 a.m. tomorrow are going to be about 45 to 47 degrees. So that is very refreshing, very fall-like air. So we just have to go to sleep tonight and we'll be waking up to that fall weather once again for tomorrow. The futurecast, we're going to have some clear skies in place for Sunday morning. We begin to see that cloud cover fill in a little bit throughout the afternoon and evening time. But notice we are still going to have the northerly flow. It is going to be nice and cool, mostly to partly cloudy conditions in place for Sunday night and for Monday. And Monday is also not going to be a perfectly sunny day. You'll notice that there were a couple showers in there, but I think most of us are going to be staying pretty in the clear and on the drier side. But it is still going to be cloudy for Monday, and then we'll get that sunshine back on Tuesday. So the lows for tonight are actually going to be fairly normal. 56 for Florence, Marion, and Conway. Upper 50s for the Grand Strand. Very normal for this time of year. The highs for tomorrow, most of us were hitting 80 across the board for today. With that humidity, I did break a sweat outside, so I did not appreciate that. But it is going to be less humid for tomorrow, and the initial temperatures are going to be lower as well. The border belt only in the mid to upper 60s for tomorrow, right around 70 for the heart of the PD, and low 70s for the coast. We should be in the mid 70s, so it will be below average for tomorrow. The beach forecast, not too bad. A small craft advisory for a couple miles offshore for some gusty winds and rougher surf, but at the beach, the waves are only 1 to 2 footers, northwest wind to 10 to 15 miles per hour, and a low rip current risk. So Sean, back down to a tropical depression. No need to really zoom in on that and get the latest there. But we do still have the wave off the coast of Africa. High chance for development now over the next 2 days. And of course, a high chance over the next week. 70 in the next 48 hours and 90 over the next week. So looking at our spaghetti plots now, we do have some pretty good model agreement, at least for the next 48 hours or so. This is going to continue off to the west. It does get close to the Windward Islands. And then once we get to Friday, Saturday, so next weekend, that's when we have a pretty big spread. This is about 1,100 miles in the spread between these models. So general consensus heading to the west, but we can already see they do kind of curve out to sea there. So something to watch, but we don't have to worry for the next week. And for our hurricane names, a look at where we're going to be. So Sean's a depression. That means the next name on the list is Tammy. And now your 7-day forecast, mostly cloudy for Sunday and still that cloud cover around for Monday, but very sunny Tuesday and Wednesday. Temperatures in the 70s for tomorrow, but we're only going to be starting next work week, in the mid 60s. So that means low temperatures are back down in the